If you're anything like me, you'll have mixed feelings about the Assassin's Creed games. The first few were fantastic, but really after Black Flag, which was the last good game, there hasn't been much of a reason to care about the games. I only really played a few hours of Odyssey, and I didn't even really touch Valhalla because it looked like it was an asset-flipped, cucked Viking sim, which based on several reviews I saw of the game, it doesn't seem like I was too far off the mark with that assessment. But I wanted to give this game, Mirage, a try because I just wanted to see if it could sort of reignite that spark that I used to feel for the old Assassin's Creed games. Now, Mirage, it's been hyped up as a return to the series' roots. Well then, I guess Mirage is a fitting name because that's kind of a load of crap. It's really just a way to tug at your nostalgia and get you to spend $50 on a glorified DLC that was turned into a full-fledged game. It's not terrible, but it's not really a return to the roots either. It feels almost like when you make a copy of a copy, the results are always degraded. The reality is, it's a half-asset flip of a game with an Assassin's Creed logo slapped on. The nostalgia got the $50 out of my wallet, and that's the real roots that Ubisoft wants to return to, the time when you gave them your money. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Drinker here, coming back at you with another video. If you're new to the channel and you do enjoy the content, please subscribe and turn on post notifications. If you do like the video, please leave a like as well because it really does help out the channel a ton. Comment down below as well, letting me know what you thought of the video, or even just letting me know what other types of videos you want to see from me in the future. Now let's go ahead and jump back into the video. Now right off the bat, the game isn't exactly great. It's clearly a usual Ubisoft asset flip online store. Surprisingly, with Ubisoft's history, Mirage is far less egregious of an online shop than usual. There's still a storage encouraging you to buy skins and other gameplay changing mechanics, such as everything on the map unlocked, but it's relatively tame by Ubisoft standards. The game is not without merit. It was surprisingly polished and ran extremely well for me. It would have occasional frame drops or random spikes of GPU utilization, but generally it ran fine. It had some bugs. My very first mission bugged out until I stabbed a civilian, which somehow corrected everything. When that happened, I couldn't help but think, oh, well, here we go again. But surprisingly, that appears to have been a one-off issue. The game's core gameplay effectively forces stealth encounters. The non-stealth combat is just dreadful. The lower level peons you can just parry and then just one-hit kill them in a line, just in a row with the same exact animation over and over again. You'll do it to 4 or 5 guys in a row with some dumbed down controls. In fact, the only problem that I had is that the dodge button is different from other games with their dodge and parry systems. It was just a different button, so I'd find myself just constantly hitting the wrong button just out of muscle memory. But the only time the combat seemed different or engaging is when you kill like the last guy in a group and you get a special animation, or when you fight one of the fat guys and you have to get behind them to kill them. It's dumbed down, mind-numbingly simple, and lazy combat. I've heard people say too that, you know, the AI occasionally isn't great or falters or falls short, which is wrong because it's always stupid. It always falls short. The open world activities in Mirage, they're extremely mundane. This was occasionally an issue in older Assassin's Creed games, but it's very much an issue in this game. The RPG elements from other Assassin's Creed games, from some of the more recent ones, has also been virtually removed. It's just a simplified level up system that focuses on the assassin's abilities and mechanics, replacing them. These changes, however, they do not negate how monotonous and repetitive the gameplay experience is. The character models are dreadful. It's seriously like 2013 character models. Ubisoft does realize that it's almost 2024, right? Even the lip syncing was often dreadful.
Contribution to what? To what could be?
The environment, however, looks amazing, which often contrasts how bad the characters look. I could genuinely see some people who are in-game photographers just going nuts in the game. When you get up high and look over the city and look at the landscape, it truly is impressive, and the city of Baghdad is recreated impressively. The streets are crowded, they're detailed well, and again, they have impressive visuals outside of the dreadful character models. The game's story revolves around a mediocre investigation system. The missions involve taking down secondary targets beneath the main leader, controlling the city, completing investigations, gathering intel, and just engaging in various stealth tactics. They're essential to progress. It's nothing new or particularly exciting. The level design is often extremely poor and really often feels very cramped and just feels like there's too many guards at times. Fortunately, again, going back to how bad the AI is, they're not typically difficult to complete, just normally they have very limited means of completion. Now, in regards to the story, I've heard conflicting things. I've heard that you do and don't need to play Valhalla in order to understand the story in this game. Speaking as someone who didn't even think about playing as Valhalla, the story seems easy to follow and somewhat coherent. I imagine playing Valhalla would really just expand upon your knowledge and the backstory of the characters. In this Assassin's Creed, you play as Basim, a thief turned assassin, and apparently a human reincarnation of the Norse god of mischief, Loki. I googled that last bit, so if I got it wrong, don't blame me. Honestly, the story isn't exactly that interesting or compelling. I would say that I'm avoiding speaking more on the story to not spoil it for the viewers, but in reality, it's just not compelling. It's not terrible, but this isn't a game that you'll finish just because you absolutely have to know how it ends. Assassin's Creed Mirage is not only a DLC turned into a full game, it's the future of Assassin's Creed as a franchise. While certain things may work well, many of the negatives outweigh the positives. Mirage isn't a good game, but it's not a terrible game either. It's a sufficiently mediocre enough game designed to get you to buy it and to purchase microtransactions. It will tug at your nostalgia, but will be more style than substance. You won't hate it. You may even get many hours of enjoyment out of it, but ultimately it falls short of what you wish the game was. It will touch the core of what Assassin's Creed once was, but it'll always have you yearn for greater depth and innovation. I don't know what the right direction is for the franchise. I don't make video games, I just bitch about them. I would love to know how you guys feel and what you think would be the best choice for the franchise. Personally, I lean towards ending the franchise altogether, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications. But as always, this has been your boy Drinker, and I am out of here. Peace.